I'm Elizabeth Pappas, and I am a research hydraulic engineer for the USDA, and I work at the National Soil Erosion Laboratory, which is on the Purdue campus. I got excited early on, always very interested in the environment and outdoors and things I can do to help preserve that. What we're looking at here is a rainfall simulation. We're applying a certain amount of rain to a paved surface and to brick-type surface, a pervious paver surface, and we're looking at how each of those shed water and might produce flooding. I was always very interested in how the world works. I used to ask my mother questions like, why is the sky blue? Why do the leaves change color in the fall? And she didn't know the answer to all of those questions. So she would tell me, go to school and find out, and then come back and tell me. So I was always on a quest at school. I learned how to find answers to questions like that, and the more I did that, the more excited I got. We're simulating a light rainfall right now. The reason that we're using a machine to do that rather than waiting for it to rain is because when we compare different surfaces and how they shed water, we need for that rainfall to be exactly the same. In high school, I decided to be that I'd like to be an environmental scientist or environmental type engineer. And I talked to some environmental engineers. I followed them around for a couple days to find out what they do all day. One of the engineers said to me, you know, I can't believe I get paid for my job. I'm basically playing in a sandbox. So I decided then that I wanted one of those sandbox jobs, and I have it now. This is, I love doing what I do. We've had quite a bit of flooding in the Midwest. It impacts people in town because somebody upslope from you has a lot of just pavement and isn't using these alternative surfaces, then your house might flood or your basement might flood. My favorite part of my job is probably when we get to do this outside in the field. We actually take these simulators out into a farm field and we do similar experiments on soil and soil with different crop residues so that we can see how different cropping practices impact flooding and erosion. If you are very interested in some certain area of science, I would encourage you to think of all the questions that you have in that area and learn how to find those answers, whether it's on the internet or ask your teachers or go to the library. One thing that helped me a lot is actually visiting with people in those careers. And that really helped me to know what it is I'm studying for. And that's very motivating when you know, oh, well, that's what I want to do. I'm going to work really hard to get there.